a number of players on the low-key Valheim server are ready to start collecting silver. And this is a challenge because we haven't killed the bosses for that yet. We need to kill BoneMass in the swamp. But some players aren't ready to have their camps raided by mountain creatures or swamp creatures. So we haven't killed the boss yet, so that nobody has a wishbone to find the silver. So you have to sound for silver. Recently I found there is a candidate mountain area that should have silver because I saw obsidian on it, and it's on the starting continent, which I had previously thought all the mountains were, all of them being one. Oh, skeleton. I love the silver sword because it makes them sizzle before they die. Anyway, so I found a place that might have silver kind of near the starting area. You'd have to run through some black forest, but I think everybody is familiar enough with the black forest that that's not so scary anymore. And we have to sound for it. And so what I mean by that is like a geological sounding, where at the ocean bottom they would fire a geological torpedo at the bottom and measure the acoustic signature to find out what the substrate is like underneath the sediment. Or maybe a natural gas company might do something similar. Of course, we have nothing of that grand of scale. What we have is a big frickin' hammer. Anyway, so I'm going to kind of show you guys. Of course, the sword is nice for killing things that don't sizzle too, of course, right? So, hack and slash. Makes quick work of them. Makes the Black Forest not as scary as it used to be. So you can see the mountain up ahead that we're going to investigate. Now we're in the mountains. If you don't have a wolf chest piece or a wolf cape, and of course don't forget to eat. If you don't have the, frost resistance, you're going to want to make frost resistance mead before you get up here, which will give you 10 minutes of frost resistance, which will give you resistance to attacks by drakes, but also keep you from freezing to death while you're up here. Yeah, so right there you can see there's some obsidian up ahead. I also hear a wolf that I know is going to come if I start sounding, and a drake, which I have a surprise shot I should take, but looks like he's seen me, so now I don't have a surprise shot. And I did that wrong. I like to shoot drakes as they're coming at me. It's easiest to aim right above their head as they're coming in. And then they die, but they also come flying at you as they fall, and you can pick the stuff up. As opposed to if they're going away from you, all the stuff goes flinging the other direction. If you can hit them with a surprise hit from far, whoops, that's too low. If you can hit them with a surprise hit from far away like that, then it's good. So sounding, all right. So obsidian will give you the too hard return that is a signal of silver, right? So you'll see it here if we sound for this obsidian. You'll need obsidian. You need we'll switch to our whack-fuck hammer, the stag breaker. It's upgraded so it doesn't break while we're out there. And when you hit the ground, you'll see that too hard register. See that? That'll happen if there's a nearby silver vein or obsidian. So if you think there's both, you're going to want to take the obsidian and try it again. Also note that I'm attracting things by beating that. Right? So if they catch you off guard, wolves can be kind of formidable, and it can also be annoying as hell if they're a little bit above you and you seem to miss them with your weapon. A spear is kind of nice for that because it's kind of overhand, so you can hit things a little higher than you, a little easier. We're going to take this obsidian. You need an iron pick to get it, just like you do with silver. Bronze pick won't do it. And you'll be able to make better arrows and a workbench upgrade. Now you'll notice there's no too hard. There's no silver there. There's a cabin. Cabins, no silver there. Cabins are nice. It's where I found my first onion seeds. So I just heard another wolf. Anyway, here we have some onion seeds and frost arrows. I'm going to go ahead and leave those there for whoever comes up here, because if you're looking this close to home, you probably need them more than I do. That is the too hard registering from the obsidian. Here's a wolf. And a drake, because nothing brings in the monsters like making a bunch of noise. So. And another one behind me. Yeah, so we'll finish this one first as he's coming in, and the other one we'll finish when he comes back towards us again. There he is, right above his head. Boom, he's dead, and there's his loot. So that's good. Sound says too hard. There's something too hard there. It's probably the obsidian. If you were to sound again, now there's nothing there except for a 0. No silver. So I'm thinking you might want to go a little higher. Check this flat spot. Yeah, well, we can damage the wood with the hammer. Check this flat spot. And we're still in an obsidian zone. I really don't think you ever find silver, at least I haven't, in anything below obsidian. And I think obsidian it co-occurs with silver, but I think it also appears at a lower elevation than silver. So you know you're in the ballpark if you see obsidian. There's a drake nest. I like to leave them because I like the freeze glands, because I like ice cream. Ice cream. If you know, you know what ice cream is. There's more obsidian. I'm going to leave that for whoever needs this in the starting island, because you may need it again more than Drizzly does. So we're going to go up higher because there's going to be silver. It's going to be at the top of the world and maybe a little bit below it. So we have our friendly little drakes keeping us entertained. And get him when he's coming at you. Well, he slowed down a little bit so it didn't tumble on top of me, but at least he didn't fall down a cliff. So get out the sounder, do some checking. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, this is fun. I don't recommend this if you're not geared for it, but I've gotten pretty good, especially this one with the pointy hands. I've gotten pretty good at blocking him, stunning him, and then beating the snot out of him with my highly upgraded mace. Sometimes I get hit by him, but it's not as bad as it used to be. He can throw you over a cliff and kill you, get the crystals. It's nice. But early on, those things are really scary. There's a too hard. Did you see that? There's a too hard. So, and I don't see any obsidian. So, that too hard is probably silver. Nope. Drake. So we brought in the friends. Get the blands so we can make some ice cream. Put those gray dwarf eyes to good use. This is where we are up here on the starting continent. I'm going to mark it as silver. It may not be there later because one of you will probably find it and get it. So I'm going to dig it up to show you what it looks like. And you can see it's still a little ahead of me yet. So I'm gonna dig a little farther inward. Okay, there's a silver vein. Okay, and it doesn't look like much there, but they're always Y-shaped. They're like a real mineral vein and branched, so in the shape of a Y. Sometimes there's double Ys, but I'm gonna dig this out a little bit so you can see the shape, and we're gonna get some more ice cream here in a second. There he is, coming at us right above the head. Boom, boom. Took a gratuitous shot. No good. Go. Boom. Okay, we'll pick that up later. Switch to the pick. Show you some digging. The Y isn't flat. The branches tend to curve downward. So, you know, if you identify the arms of the Y before you start chopping the silver, you'll be more likely to get all of it because you'll know where the ends are. If you chop it too soon, you may miss some, and especially early on, it's kind of important that you get all of it because you're going to need it. It takes a lot of silver. I think the silver sword I have has something like 40 silver in it before you upgrade it. I think that's right. Something like that. It'll sometimes go through rocks, and you just gotta beat the rocks out and keep digging to find the end. Otherwise, you'll just think the rock was the end of the vein, and you'll miss, 10, 15 silver, potentially. So, find the end. And it's usually tapered. So follow that. And I'm going to leave this up here. Let's go look at the other side. Oh, it's getting dark. Now, you don't want to be in the mountains in dark, especially if you're not geared for it. There are werewolfy things out. There are 1- and 2-star wolves out. And there are a lot more wolves at night. So unless you're prepared to fight wolves a lot, don't stay out at night. See, and this I'm showing you, how that thing is forked. It's not just a giant, expansive thing. It's a forked little thing. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do what I say to do. Leave. And you probably should have left during sunset. You probably shouldn't have left at this point in your life, right? Because you're gonna encounter wolves on the way out, probably, if you wait till it's already dark. Actually, maybe the sun hasn't quite set yet. So I bet if we came through here just a couple minutes later, we would have had wolves right in that little valley. Looks like a good hiding place for wolves. Okay, so there's the night sound. So I guess now it's officially night time. And I thought I heard a wolf. I hear drakes for sure. So let's go back and see if we can find a wolf, just because I'm a little weird that way. And maybe it would make an entertaining film. There's a wolf, definitely. It would make an entertaining film if I die, but I think I don't need to die. But I can always use more wolf kebabs. So. Yeah, okay, there's a wolf. there's another wolf. There's 2 wolves, 3 wolves up there. Right, so get a surprise hit on them. Boom, 1. Boom, 2. If you get a surprise hit on them, it's good. But as you can see, instantly, we just walked through there and there weren't any wolves, right? Night came, and then there were 3, right? So, looks like I didn't have room for a fang. What should I drop? I'm using rocks for a castle. Eyes. Well, they go to ice cream. Look, bones. Who needs bones? We got a million bones. So, and then we pick up the wolf stuff because it's good to have wolf stuff for crafting and eating and stuff. I didn't put the cabin on my map yet, so I'll add it to it. If you want to check the cartography table at Drizzly's farm, you'll see this. Here comes another wolf. See, they're all over. Fortunately, no 2 stars here. Silver sword makes quick work of him. If you don't have a good shield, good armor, those wolves with their fast attacks are going to hurt you. Don't, if you're wearing bronze armor or troll armor, do not be out in the mountains after dark. We did not see any werewolves, but you'll have to trust me. They can be there. I forget what they call them. Fenrings or something like that. Anyway, that's that. That's how you're going to get silver in the mountains, in the starting area even. So good luck, good hunting, and we'll see you next time.